This is a quick call out to Zombieland variants and Globlins. Yeah, Hobgoblins, Globlins, Globlets. Yeah. Now for Globlins, it's not a case that I don't like Globlins. There's a type of attitude that I will accept though, and happily will be able to have a conversation, converse back and forth. You know, you can have the 404 as long as you like before I come back in, etc. Yeah, that's not a problem. Point is, at this stage in, you should be more than on the fence. Yeah, yeah, you should be more than on the fence. It's like if I was to ask you about all the school shootings, how many of which has been forecast, or terrorism attacks, is that all organic? Hey, is COVID organic? So this is my point. This is the type of discussion I'm gonna want to have with you. Again, I'll set up the live stream. Come the 13th. I may do it before. Oh, was it Bill? Yeah, if you're wondering why your comment's not there, Bill, let me quickly say this as well. I didn't read your mile long, whatever you wrote, your mile long spiel. I would have, but I could already see instantaneously, unless I'm mistaken, are you not a full-blown Globlin? Because I only read a few words, by the way. Just a few. Now, did you get to read, like, was Jack shit and Lamey Johnson, was they all nice to me? Was they all nice to me? So are you saying I'm not allowed to say how I said what I said? Or go back on something that I said, oh, do you know what? I'm not going to cuss them, but then, you know what? Fuck these motherfuckers. Like, what? Big deal. The point is, all that mile lengthy long shit and all the live streams I've done, I've never seen you lot before. What are you saying? You just pop up now. And another thing as well, where's all the true earthers? Why is it always these motherfuckers having up the comments? Every time. You might get, obviously, the one true earther in now. Just like with, what's his fucking name? That time. It was comboed with FTF Flea. You had McLooney Tune. And probably even Simon Dan's lot as well at that around those times. Like, in comparison to the bucket loads of Zombieland variants, Globlins, you see, if you're lucky, one true earther in the comments. It's like, fucking hell. As I say, I don't give a fuck. I'll take them all on or not be bothered to take them all on. As in, I won't even respond sometimes. Just like earlier, delete your comment, hide the user. Feel free to come back on a different account. Join the live stream. Because as I keep saying, you can't be, well, that's up to you. But my point is, it just shows where your mind's at. If you're 100% on board with getting jabbed up, getting boosters, you're none the wiser about, you know, all the wars going on, all the localized terrorism, all the school shootings, again, COVID, etc., boosters. Because that's what I noticed that a lot of you keep missing. I will talk on a roundup level, rounding stuff up. And you know what? I didn't see if that person, because I woke up to it, I was like, who's this bollocks? I saw the name Bill, something like that. Yeah, the pink color emoji. I mean, not emoji, you know, the profile pic. He didn't have a profile picture, but, you know, it was like a pinky color. And I was like, what? Just waking up UK time. Well, I woke up earlier, but I went back to sleep. And I was like, what's this bollocks? Then I see one bit saying, oh, 1 minute you're not, you know, on them or cussing. You said you're not gonna. And then in the next sentence, whatever. Big fucking deal. You know, get the Kleenex out. Wipe your fucking tears, man. So my point is, the discussion will be everything. tourist fields, COVID, etc. Yeah? Like, what is it you lot even believe? How do you think? Even though I've already been mapping how you motherfuckers think. But it'd be interesting to have you on a live just to see. There must be someone out there, out of all these Globlins, that is, do you know what? Wow, I'm halfway in about that. Do you know what? They do lie about XYZ, you know, whether it's NASA, SpaceX. This is my point. If it was so real, why would you have to lie about it? If COVID was so real, why did they have to lie and get all these bullshit influencing scumbags from major stars to normal people, so to speak? You know, your little YouTubers, Instagram influencers, and whatever else. That's my point. How comes that just upped and left? I thought it was the most craziest airborne. Yeah? Weren't too long ago you was doing, you know, waiting to go into the shop 10 meters apart, face mask on and all of that. Even though we know it hasn't actually left because, you know, all these variants, swine flu, bird flu. I mean, I've been covering it recently, and the timing that it's come out, right? Like the swine flu. Remember, it was the 27th of November, the day that leaves 34 days of the year. Swine equals 34. And they said it was the first human to contract bird flu or swine flu, whichever one it was, excuse me. The word first equals 27. So again, on the 27th of November, a day leaving 34 days left of the year. Again, swine flu 34. And it was a day that had a life lesson of 45. Influenza equals 45. So again, I can go on all day. You mean to tell me, is this all organic? Or is somebody, you know, purposely being nefarious with this type of knowledge and know-how, how to keep you under a spell? And as I say, those under mind control don't know they're under mind control. So again, what is the point of me trying to have a conversation with nobody that can, you know, break the shackles of the shit in their own mind? That's on you, you know, not on me. Again, just like this picture right here. Taurus field is tilted because there's many Taurus field activities going on. You are a Taurus field yourself. Borrowing your body, your meat suit. The Taurus field is tilted on its axis, not the plane that you walk on. Why is this so hard for you to comprehend? When you can clearly see it. And then understanding how the Taurus fields is a big part of the building blocks or fundamentals of nature before anything comes back into certain realities. You know, for where you can see stuff. You know, you've got different spectrums and different, you know, levels of seeing stuff, right? Not to say you can't see your Taurus field when you're in a dark room, when your eyes adjust. I broke this down how many times? You can fucking see it. Let alone with the ferrocell stuff and all of that, with the ferrocell fluid and the light behind the magnet. And as I keep saying, but just because the Taurus field oblate spheroid, Taurus field, it doesn't mean what's being housed must be round like a ball. Again, we see too far. Infrared lens, we see too far. Why is that so hard for you to digest and understand? Oh, what do you say? Light refraction and all of this stuff. Bringing back up, say, the, what is it? Was it the LA skyline? The one that had the weatherman? All conditions all right. You saying that's refraction, pulling that back up from where the curve's gone around. Yo. Anyway, the point of this video is to say, if you want one before the 13th, I don't mind paying Streamlabs. I'll set it up Friday or this weekend. As I say, excuse me, Bill. I just woke up, didn't read all your shit. And as I say, my mind is just like, do you know what? Who the fuck is this? But as I say, because I can't find you, I didn't see your name, I would go on your channel and unhide you right now. But I can't remember all of that. So simply come back on another account, which most people have different accounts. So do that. And whatever you write, I will not delete it or anything like that. Hopefully you know, copied what you wrote, because you know YouTube's crazy. with vanishing comments. So hopefully you did that anyway before I came along. And I'll give you your time to come up and say what you want to say in the live. Even if you're reading off of what you wrote, what I just deleted. So if you come back and put all of that mile long spiel that you did under this video or the other video that you did it, or you keep it and then bring it up on the live stream. Talk to each other, converse. Again, this is not me, the one that's been lying to humanity. Again, COVID, terror attacks, school shootings, giving you shows that let you know what they're doing somewhat. Yeah? Like Utopia, the American version. I haven't watched any of them properly. I've only watched some of the American one, like one episode. But I do know what it's about. And if you don't know what Utopia is about, by Amazon, that remade the English one, it's to do with people in high places, you know, going up to the elites type of thing. And they're the ones causing, you know, all the misery of lockdowns. Purposely, they're the ones doing it. And they're the same ones that are farming, in some way, shape or form, all the MK Ultra Manchurian candidate people to be let out, whether they've come direct from an MK Ultra facility or they was already amongst you, you know, living on your street type of thing. And then all of a sudden, you know, they just go and spaz out. What's the latest one I saw today? Was it for this morning? Finland, 12-year-old shooter. Like, really? Like, what the fuck is going on? And is it that combo of what I already said, right? Much more than likely it is. The music, the food, the religion, the computer games, the food, the water. All I'm trying to say is, you can't be this naive like an FTFE, but I think he purposely does it. You can't be going on like there's not clearly some shadow something, you know, behind the government. Dark entities running the shit. Allowing people like fucking your P. Diddy's or those that even allow people to come through to do their thing, like your Quincy Jones, Clive, whatever his name is, then the other guy, Andre something. Yeah? What are you saying? There's not darker entities behind these folks and individuals that's really running the fucking show? You gotta be fucking kidding me. So that's all I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter what part of the westernized world or, you know, wherever other parts that they've taken over, you know, got a stronghold in. These people run the shit. And all they do is gaslight and lies and lies. So my point is, are you with that? Are you helping that to continue? That's all I'm trying to say. And remember, I don't give a fuck. In one sense, I already told you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go figure. As I say, as long as I'm doing what I'm doing, in the sense of being honest, sincere, got rid of certain programming from my own brain that's been put in there from the fucking gang and all the programming, the environmental conditioning. Said this a bazillion times. So, you know, I don't want to bore you now if you've heard it a bazillion times already. Now, I don't know if some of your mile-long spiel, Bill, was addressing some of the stuff, other things that I was saying, because I know that a lot of you Zombieland variants and Globlins, you can't deal with 90% of the stuff I'm talking about. You'll just go on about, oh, the planes and blah, 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 like they did in the comments with Lamey Johnson and Jack shit. Oh, you're ignorant and you're this and you're that. Huh? As I already said, I learnt the same shit you lot did. Again, I'm not saying they're full-blown paid to do it, turbulence trolls. All I'm trying to say is, I learnt the same shit you fucking did, lady and sir, gentlemen, women. I learnt the same fucking shit you did. Happy as Larry, oh brilliant. Going to space, doing this, doing that, brilliant. Thought nothing extra of it. Why now when I'm saying raw, or when, you know, when how many people now are being pointing out, you know, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. I said, raw, hold up, let's look closer at these motherfuckers that have been getting away for. Let's go through all their old footage, come back into the present, go back to the past, look to the present. With all the lying, this is my point. If it was so real, we wouldn't be getting people on the lie SS. I don't know if you saw the one and it's got the guy with the, he's basically saying, oh, sometimes, you know, because it's weightless up here, but then sometimes we get a point of a pocket of gravity, and he's got like a hammer and something else in his other hand, and he lets both go, and then one stays and then one drops down. Ah, yo. Not to mention all the green screen fuck ups disappearing as they go around the corner. There's no way you have not seen that by now. How are you disappearing as you're floating around the corner? Your whole body disappears because it's fucking green screen. That's all I'm trying to say. So excuse me if I might get a bit uppity and fucking a bit frustrated and a bit fucking cussy and retract a cuss, but then cuss your blood clot in 2 seconds after that. Again, dry your eyes, mate, get a fucking Kleenex. What the fuck? If you're full-blown pussyfied, oh my god, oh, because he said, oh, but now he's, big fucking deal. Are you missing the main points of what I'm saying and others alike? That's my fucking point. As I said, there's always going to be some things that make you go, and things that we're never going to know. Even if I was somebody, oh yeah, man, the planes, but the planes do boom, 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 and the planes. How about if we're turning and spinning and all of that? And then these fools want to come with Coriolis effect. Why you can't wait for the fucking country or go, you know, planes to use less energy or petrol fuel? Why not go to the way, go up opposing to the spin then, so it comes to you quicker? If that was the case, and then obviously if relative to the Earth, we're on top of, say, the vehicle, regardless of the torus fields of energy and all of that surrounding us. But if we're on top of the vehicle, and it's all relative, again, centrifugal force, elliptical orbits, and there might be another one I'm even forgetting now, but my point is, with all the crazy breakneck speeds beyond the axis spin, the alleged axis spin, your shit falls apart. At what part every day do you feel like you're rolling back as the sun goes by? What point of any day do you feel like you're rolling back in one way, shape, or whatever? You know, even if you're not rolling back, depending on where you are standing, the direction. Do you feel like you're rolling sideways or diagonally sideways? Or rolling back, as I already said, or rolling forward as the sun goes by, how it's going by, relative to how you are? You don't, fuck all. But we're doing all these breakneck speeds in, you know, 4 or 5 different directions. Really? Really? You gotta be fucking kidding me. So as I say, listen. What I already said earlier, yeah? Feel free to put your spill back. Don't expect me to reply. Hold it. Come on a live stream. I'm not going to be doing that a type of back and forth and replying in the comments. Come up and have your spill. I've done more than enough live streams. And it's always tumbleweed and cricket. So I want all of you on there. If it's not one of you, the same person. But, you know, I'm going to say, okay, it must be 3 different people. Lamey Johnson, Jack Shit, and we'll call him Bill the Spill, because he put one long-ass spill. I'm sure the name was Bill. If I'm mistaken, my bad. But from what I can recollect, as my eyes were open and I saw it, I was like, who the fuck's that? Clicked on it. Oh, that's a long fucking spill there. They've got fucking timestamps and all sorts. Hopefully you copied that, as I already mentioned. If not, oh well. As I say, come bring up the points. We'll go through the video. See where I'm wrong and you're so correct. We'll bring up Simon Dan, all those body bag videos that we already body bagged him with. That other video for FTFE that I did, that he can't even, or he looked at in his own, but he didn't do it online. The one to do with the Parker Space Probe. And I showed him how it was all by the numbers, all bag of bullshit. Again, all the Jesus stuff, how that factors in. Again, I don't know if Bill the Spill put that in his 2 mile long thing that he wrote. He might have, I don't know. Again, forgive me for even deleting that. That was my bad. I wasn't even thinking. I was just like, who the fuck's that? Type of thing. So that was my bad. Hold my hands up. That was rude. Because even though you might have been highlighting stuff from other people and myself, I didn't see that you was actually going at me directly, even though you're highlighting stuff which is fair. So that's my point. So my bad, yeah? Because we are fair over here. But as I say, when I do fire up that live, whether it's not with the time that I've already said, as in, you know, if you want it this weekend or wait until the 13th, then it will reset itself. Because as I say, I don't mind paying for extra time and having it, you know, paid for the fucking StreamYard. Excuse me, I'm burping. And you guys to come on. And we have a decent, you know, back and forth and whatnot. I don't mind. But just know though, there's a certain type of shit I will not fucking tolerate. My point is, the reason why I'm saying we're going to look at different topics as well as, because it all comes back to the same gang. Chemtrails. Don't tell me now you don't. What, is chemtrails not real? We could look at all the weather warfare stuff. That's my point. From 1952, Lynmouth Town, UK, and how that factors back in with the spell code in the Gematria, the Greek god deity Enlil, and all of that. Again, that's why I mentioned the Jesus thing again. The 93 coming up to that day tomorrow. Even though it's a leap year. But the 93rd day of the year normally is April 3rd. And I already showed you. That's why they tell you the sun's 93 million miles away, which is not fucking true. Can you tell me that the Analema stuff that I'm talking about is absolute bullshit? I already know that you can't, but I'd love to see you try. Because this is why FTFE, Scamman Damastan, FTF Flea, McLooney Toon, Scamman Damastan, they can't say fuck all about it. Because they know once they enter that, it fucks up their whole shit. Fucks up all of that heliocentric, aka idiot-centric Jesuit order buffoonery. So that's what we're gonna do. So either be there, you want to be on the live, and have a good discussion, or you're just gonna, you know, chat a bag of bullshit, and you may have some points. As I say, I'm not somebody that's, as I say, I don't care whether we're moving or not. I don't care about whether, I'm on about the fucking truth. Again, I don't care about shape. I don't care about if we're moving or not. All I'm here for is the fucking truth. And of course, then the reason why they want to hide it anyway, because they know, or as we already know, there's, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reasons why. Once you come to realization why they would want to hide the nature of where the fuck you are, and then have you all dumb and docile on their bandwagon, and you're not even realizing what the fuck you're doing. So as I say, it's going to be a difficult time for you if you're coming 100% Globlin. That's why I'm trying to bring in other aspects of lies. Like, can you not see the lies? The only reason why I changed to True Earth so quickly is because I said, okay, let me put on, and I'm still waiting for it, like a fucking pair of scales, right? I'm like, okay, I'm still waiting for a counterbalance to go, you know, against all the lies and bullshit. I'm yet to see anything. It's only getting worse. Since 2016, that's all I've been looking for. I said, okay, is that possible they could lie something so big? And then you take heed and you say, okay, wow, people are truly lost. They really are doing this thing. They had me because I didn't look into it. Soon as I looked and I said, oh, wow, look at all the fucking lies, man. Gaslighting, lies. So that's all I'm trying to say. This is not me thinking my shit don't stink, or I'm all of that, or I'm Mr. Know-it-all. All I'm doing is looking at logic, looking at fundamental building blocks of nature when it comes to torus fields and etc. And as I say, noting the passive income, the ultimate passive income of, again, now we've got cost of living and all this bullshit. You know, supplies are apparently short, this type of thing. Gas, food, or whatever, you know what I mean? Or when they want to do that here and there, right? Probably got another one due coming up. That's all I'm trying to say to you. I am not the fucking scumbag that's lying to you. I don't own NASA. I don't own SpaceX. I don't own, you know, the films that they put it in to indoctrinate you with the madness. That's all I'm trying to say. And again, if you can't take no fucking FUs and what the fuck, regardless if I said, as I already pointed out earlier, I mean, just jog on, man. Fuck off. So again, make it make sense. Is the Earth plane tilted, or is it the torus field on its axis tilted? As you can see in this very fucking picture. All the hurtling, corkscrewing and all of that. Really? Is that really happening? Is this really happening? And that's the other thing as well. How comes we don't ever see meteors coming straight up? You only ever get them coming across, or across coming down, or coming down, more, you know, direct down to the Earth. You've never seen one flying up from beneath. You've never seen it, and you never will. All that live space shit, bullshit that they give you. The reason why they leave out the stars, and the reason why they will keep it still footage as well on the Earth, you don't see nothing moving because they know the mapping's difficult. Once you introduce all that shit, until they get really technically great, like with what they can do, that's why they have to leave that out. Not to be like, oh, it's light occlusion and all, that's why you can't see. What? Oh, you just can't see anything because, I mean, like the amount of passes that you lot give is extraordinary to me. That's all I'm trying to say. How can you be, even if you're with the planes, Amy, and say if I am, oh yes, the planes, boom, 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 boom. My point is, once you start looking into stuff, how is there no room for you to say, well, things that make you go, in how many holes, how many things, man? That's all I'm trying to say. And that's what makes it fucking annoying dealing with you full-blown Globlins and Zombieland variants, which of course you're none the wiser of, right? Because you're too dumb to put yourself or really have a different perspective. So again, if you want to do the live, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, you already know the otherwise. So wholeness. Because as I say, I ain't got the time to entertain full-blown Globlins and Globlets and Zombieland variants. This is why I'm going to have to test your brain. And we're going to look at, as I say, different lies that have took place. Whether it's selected presidents before they was elected. We're going to go through it all. Biden's, Trump's, whatever. Rishi Sunak, UK. It's like, fucking hell. How is it you just allow these lies to just, like, really? Like, so none of these are lies then? COVID, like, what the fuck is going on here? All I'm asking, make it make sense. And I don't care where the make it make sense may lead me. That's the difference between my type and the full-blown types. As I say, I've got time for some way that's halfway in or somewhat. That's what I'm trying to say. And I have to keep repeating this so it gets into your skull. Should not be getting misconstrued or anything like that. It's not me trying to move the goalpost or anything like that. Yeah?